Ready?
Ready.
Hello, and you have tuned in to Two
In a
Grooms.
pod,
This is Cleo,
and I'm Shannon.
and we're late.
Very late.
We're late, honey. We are recording on Saturday. Usually we release on Saturday. We are so sorry, friends.
You have been so busy.
I have.
Been working, they've been getting that money out of you. And then some.
And then some.
Yep.
Working with the children.
But you're good, right? You're happy about it.
It's always a pleasant thing once we're doing it. There's always a part of me that's like, oh my gosh, I don't have to be doing this right now.
But you like it.
I could be doing something else. Yes, totally. I love it.
That's a great thing.
I do. I do enjoy it. It's a theater camp, and I get to, sometimes it just helps to remind me of why I got into what I'm doing. It is
I
nice,
would think so.
but it's exhausting
I bet it is. I know you come in, you leave early and you come in late.
because I'm still having to do my regular work day stuff. Because I'm trying to get in, because my rehearsal starts at 1:30, then I have to try to get as much work as I can in the morning. And yeah, it's a bit much.
I know.
It's a bit much.
I feel you.
And I appreciate your support, because when I come in, I'm not up for a whole bunch of jib jab
Nope. I give you your space.
for the first 30 minutes
Or an hour.
or hour.
But it's all good.
Because I have been chit chatting so much, and talking and directing and don't go there, do this. What you doing? I told you this 500 times. Stop it.
You need your time.
And I just need some time.
Yeah. To just unwind and
Yes.
calm down and, you know.
Yes. And I appreciate you. I
Yeah.
love you for that. Thank you for
Love you too.
understanding.
Yeah, I'm here for you.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you are. I appreciate it. So but besides doing the camp, we have managed to squeeze in a couple of interesting things, fun things, I guess. We went down to the gun range
Yeah.
last weekend because I don't know. For me, it's just I want to keep this episode light
Okay.
because last episode we got a little serious, and that's okay.
It's okay.
And that's okay.
It's life.
It's life, and this podcast is about our life. And sometimes our life is he, and sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not. But because of the way, for me, the way the world's going, and I just think it's important that we consider protecting ourselves, know how to handle a weapon. Even if we never ever even purchased a weapon, can you even if I even push that plug down? I don't know what that's plugged into. The black one right there. You see, it's kind of sticking up. Push it down. The next to it, the one next to it. Yeah, it's kind of. I don't know what she. Yeah, there she go. Like I don't know what she plugged into, but I don't want us to
Pulled.
right in the middle of the episode just goes off.
It's probably just a light.
But I just think it's important to know how to do
Yeah.
to handle a weapon.
Yeah. We're in a place where we need to know that. I think. I hope we never have to use
Oh
it
yeah, my God, yeah,
ever.
yeah,
But I think it's a good thing to learn. It's one of those adult things you should know how to do,
yeah, yeah.
just in case.
And when we went to the range, the whole thing was an adventure. We haven't posted it yet, just what we did, but they were very nice. Everybody was very friendly.
It was an experience.
Everyone was very friendly.
Everybody was really friendly.
They were, we were the only blacks
Yeah.
or browns.
Well, there
Was
was
there
some browns.
was there some browns?
Yeah.
I missed them.
Light browns.
Light browns.
You wouldn't have.
Were they?
No.
Was it tanned whites?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I missed them.
Well, they had tan whites too.
They were tanned whites too. So I missed them. And so yeah, so we went and we the first meeting was about the gun basics and handling of guns and respecting the gun, and dealt with a 9 millimeter, I believe.
Yeah, two 9 millimeters.
To 9 millimeters, and we
Yeah,
learned how to load and handle and disengage the
to
gun,
protect ourselves,
and everything.
others around us,
How to manage, yes, how to the proper way to handle the
to
gun.
hold it and all that. Yeah,
Um, and the
just
woman
getting a feel of it. Yeah.
the woman who trained us, she was very nice. She was on a roll. I kept, we were liberals in I assume, conservative space, and she confirmed it at one point because we were talking about the gun, and she was talking about how the gun won't go off unless your fingers are on the trigger. And basically how it's operator error that makes the gun mess up.
True.
And when she was telling us that, she goes, unlike the liberals who think,
I totally missed all of that.
well, never mind. I guess you was too busy because she had kind of got on you by not handling your gun right, and
Probably,
doing
yeah.
some things. You were like trying to concentrate on fixing it, but I was hyper aware of my surroundings, hyper hyper hyper.
So I guess I wasn't.
Yeah, you were not hyper enough because you didn't catch that. 'Cause she sure said that and then pulled back on it.
Okay.
Because I guess she didn't know who she was dealing with. And I was just so, and honestly, I was glad she didn't even ask us like, what is y'all's relationship to each other?
she shouldn't.
And all that kind of stuff. I'm just glad she didn't do none of that
I'm surprised because everybody does.
because everybody does. But I was happy she didn't because I'm not going to go in the closet for nobody. But I would have been like, well, let us answer on our way out the door.
We still have to go back.
Yeah,
So-
we do gotta go back. So it's a chance it could happen later. And because of that, we won't mention the company or anything like that because we want to wait till the experience is over and make sure it's a good experience all around.
If she's a business person first, well, I don't say first, but business person shouldn't, make any assumptions or make any,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah.
They shouldn't. But
Here I am being
Pollyanna.
idealist instead of a realist, right?
Pollyanna. But hey, but we'll see. It's an adventure, another adventure in our marital journey
Yeah.
together.
One of our list of things to do
Yeah.
together.
So,
Yeah.
well, now do you recall? Because something that Shannon and I had been talking about was when you own a gun, do you leave the gun open out by so that you can get to it, or do you lock it up? And Shannon had said something to the effect that he thought you should leave it open so you can get to it. We don't have any kids here at the house, so there's nothing like that. We don't have kids really visit and get into our rooms and stuff, so that's not the issue. But I always said it just didn't make no sense. You want to have maybe some kind of bio lock, something that you can just get. It needs to be locked away
I understand what you're saying.
and accessible.
And I guess for me, when you say lock up, I immediately go to locked away with a key. You have to go and get it.
Yeah,
and
but I
get
had
a key. You got to have
yeah,
the key close to you.
yeah.
All that stuff.
But I had explained it to you that that's not what I meant.
That was the initial time.
I had explained to you that's not what I meant, but you still was insistent on that it needs to be loose. And I was like, no, it needs to have a bio, even the bio. I said that, bio with the finger. Beep.
You said that late in the conversation.
Now, you held on to
Okay,
you
I
know
hold on
what?
to stuff.
You
What?
held on to that. And I'm about to say, you trying to gaslight me like somebody else I had a conversation with this past week about politics who's trying to gaslight. But
I'm
I'm
not a gaslighter.
okay. But you trying to gaslight me
Intentionally.
on that. But anyway, the woman said, hell no. You need to make sure that stuff is locked up. And she said,
she say
she
that?
said every, she didn't say
Did
hell
she really
no.
say that?
She didn't say hell no, but
she really
she
say
said no, emphatically.
It's the best to lock it up.
She said yes, because you don't want the robber to come in and steal your gun.
Right. I've been thinking about all of that. Yes,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
You don't want the maid.
But I
She
guess
bring her kids over sometimes.
I'm stuck on lock up.
Well,
Okay.
we already
So I need to get over
we need
that.
to get over that. We already clarified that it's just talking about
I guess I've seen so many TV shows where the cops come home and take their firearms off and put it in a box and put it on the top shelf,
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
and that didn't teach you that's where it should go.
Well, yeah, okay.
Okay, so anyway, we will keep y'all updated on our journey, as it were,
Yeah.
as we become gun enthusiasts.
I don't think I'll be a gun enthusiast. I think I just want to have it just for protection. I'm not getting it out. I'm not going to the gun range often. I don't think.
Well, you need to because
I mean, often like every month or that kind of thing. Maybe a quarter.
yeah,
Something like that.
I think once a month probably, because she was saying that you want to be ready so that it's instinctual, and when you're in a situation, and I can imagine this because I've been in situations that I thought were high intense situations, and I could feel a tingling coming up my neck, and I could your body, the adrenaline does weird things to your body when you're not ready, and or even if you are ready. And so I think you need to do it so much that it is muscle memory, and that you don't have to think about it too much because that's what she was saying too. Because your extremities go a little numb, as she was saying, and when you are hyped up on adrenaline, and your point of focus gets narrower. Uh, it's just it's crazy.
I understand that. I just don't want to be happy about shooting.
I don't think
Understand?
being prepared to shoot is the same as being happy about it.
Well, you're talking about going a month. I think
I
that's
did
a
say
lot.
I did say enthusiast. I did say enthusiast.
You did.
I meant gun preparedness. How about that?
I feel better about that.
About gun
I don't want to be
preparedness.
because I don't want to be one of those families that has guns on top of guns and
I
top of
don't know. We
guns.
might need to have one in
Well,
every other room in case we get trapped in another room.
I guess where our house is situated, yes,
Yeah.
I get it.
It's like, oh, girl, we in the bedroom. We hear something. It came in the back office. We in the bedroom. They don't do us no good. You need to have at least a couple. One in the front and one in the back.
I guess so.
That's right. You watching this? We go. Don't come over here. Don't come over here.
Right.
And then she was talking
And I'm
about
not walking around with the gun on me
no.
in the house. So
No. And I would even probably, maybe on a long trip, maybe put it in the car, concealed to carry. Uh, you know,
depends on where we're going. Maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry. A black man in America with a gun in the car isn't a good recipe for me.
well, it's a needed recipe
I know,
with all these
but
people walking around ending up hung and stuff. My thing,
what if he
my
stopped?
thing is this: if a police officer wants to shoot you, you can have a cell phone in your hand and they're gonna say you got a gun. You can have nothing in your hand and say a gun. There's no reason why someone should shoot you if they say you got a weapon in the car. Yes, it's underneath the seat.
I
Blah
guess,
blah blah.
but you're supposed
But
to
or if
let
you
them
go,
know that you have a gun.
well, that's what I just said. Yes, it's underneath the seat. Yes, it's in the suitcase or whatever.
Right.
If they ask you, is there a weapon in the car? And honestly, I don't know about that one. I think maybe I would lie.
You're supposed to let people know.
Because if you say you do, then it's like hot, they get excited, right? I'm not going to use it. I am not going to use it. It's going to stay wherever it is, tucked away. So
That's just one of the part of our conversation from last week.
what are you talking
We're
about?
black in America, you and I. So there are different connotations to it.
But you're
For
but,
me.
but
For
you're
me.
not. Are you hearing me when I say that what they know won't scare them? If they're just pulling you over to give you a ticket and then write you a ticket, okay, you got rubbers, no, okay, well here's a ticket, don't be speeding, blah blah. Okay, bye.
It depends on the cop and where you are.
Right. It depends. To me, if you don't get searched, no harm, no foul. If you get
I
searched,
get it,
then
but
then
in my mind, it's just I'm thinking about all kinds of different scenarios where it could be bad, whether it's good or not. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
We're law-abiding people. We get it, but not everybody would look at us like that. It's just a place we're in
Are
right
you?
now.
But you'd be nervous in front of the police.
I wouldn't be nervous.
Okay.
I think I watched too many, you know.
So then why wouldn't it dawn on you just to go? No, there's no weapons. Okay, write me my ticket. Thank you.
Okay.
I mean, but do you? But I'm in the car.
I'm just
Don't
telling
tell
you
them.
what's in my mind. That's all.
Oh, I
We're
understand.
just we're talking,
Okay.
right?
Yeah, we're talking. We're talking.
Okay.
Yeah, but do you?
I mean, I always thought about it, just having my car for protection, and
Mm-hmm.
maybe if we lived in a city where we needed to, like closer to a metropolis, yes.
See,
But I lived in Baltimore forever, so I mean, if I didn't have it then,
but my thing
you
is,
know,
I don't know. I just feel like
sorry, Baltimore.
it's not just restricted to big cities. I think you could run into someone who is crazy at any point. You know.
True, but I'm just saying
So
that the risk is higher
yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
certain cities
Yeah,
for
you're right. The percentages
yeah,
definitely go up in the bigger city.
yeah. But
Uh,
we digress.
but anyway, so I don't know. I don't know. I want to talk a little bit about you know being careful about who brings you the bone,
Hmm.
who brings you the information,
Right. Consider the source.
because even well-intentioned people
Hmm.
can get it wrong. Because recently, I had someone who's very well-intentioned
Hmm.
come to me and say, "Hey, so and so wrote something about you on Twitter back in November."
Hmm.
And I was really shocked. Like they said something about you. They said your name, and I was like,
So that had you on heightened alert, right? Like, well, I got to
right, like
answer it, but I need
what
to see
did they
what's
say?
going on.
I'm gonna see if I can go in here on my phone and find that.
Hmm.
See if I can find that thing. I know I sent it to you.
Yeah, you did.
I may just look at my text to you and see
Hmm.
where it is. But yeah, I was like, so the way the person put it,
So you were in your head about it
uh huh.
until you did your own research
Well,
to figure out
I
what's going
told
on.
the people, I said, well, send me the
Right.
screenshots, because the way they put it, this person accused me of, as a director, of not following certain protocols,
Hmm.
or not keeping people safe or what have you.
Hmm.
And I was really surprised because
You had a weight on you that night.
uh, because because it wasn't true. It was
Hmm.
just a blatant lie.
Right.
And so when I read it, finally, I was like, okay, this part is, yes, this is true.
Hmm.
Uh, now it was a poorly worded tweet,
Hmm.
and then the person followed up with to touch base, blah 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 blah. Um, they clarified that all was okay.
Hmm.
Uh, but there was two things there. You got to be careful, people, when you talk about people on social media. Uh, be careful, you young people. You got to be careful when you mention people directly. That's what they invented subtweeting for.
Yeah, but you lose a lot of meaning in text and writing as
You
opposed to. So
do.
you kind of have to read it on your own, and sometimes you have to kind of figure out what was the intent
Mm-hmm.
of
Mm-hmm.
what someone says sometimes. And sometimes
Yeah,
you never get it until you talk to that source,
you can't.
that kind of thing. But
And that's why when you post something like that, you got to be crystal clear. You can't. That's why apparently people had responded to the person's post going, "Well, that's not true.
mhm.
This did happen. Blah 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 blah." That's why the person wrote a follow up going, "To be clear, I wasn't saying that."
Okay, well that's
you
good.
know and that is good, but my problem is that I hate that I spent 24 hours upset on some level about it.
But when you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah, but
Now that it's clear,
it's like people should really just be careful how they bring stuff, because we were having whole debriefs about how to handle it and how I was going to
hmm
approach that person, because I was like, I'm gonna talk to her, I'm talking to her,
and nothing wrong
and
with
I
that.
hadn't seen it yet.
Okay,
But so I'm saying,
but you're already heightened
so
alert.
I was tight and alert and
Yeah.
everything about it. But I'm just glad that life has taught me that you have to see things for yourself before you react big to them.
Hmm. Yeah.
because I don't know if this has ever happened to you, where you has it ever happened to you where you heard about something and
A,
then you reacted big to
a
it,
lot.
and then you found out later that it wasn't the way it was
Yes.
brought to you?
Yes.
What? Give me an example. What comes to your
Well,
mind
at
when you think
work,
about it?
someone said something about you, and then when you read the email text, I'm like, I didn't read that in that. I didn't
Mm,
get that. But because
mm,
that person had an issue with the person who put it out there,
mm.
they made it my issue,
Right.
which it really wasn't.
Yeah. That be
So,
happening.
yeah.
Yeah. I remember what cured me of doing that was when I first started teaching college. There was a student who was kind of like the odd one out that everybody didn't really, they weren't really checking for him amongst the theater majors, and
Hmm.
he came to me and he was like, yada yada yada, and I was so incensed because I was like, I one thing I can't stand is people bullying someone who is alone.
Hmm.
Who everyone who's the outsider. They're already an outsider. Leave them alone.
Right.
And so I came up to this group of students and I was like, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. How
Hmm.
dare you? Like voice raised, screaming, yelling at
Right.
them. And then they were
Only.
like, sir, but this is what happened, blah, 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 blah. And then he did this. And whatever the case it wasn't exactly how he put it. And I had egg on my face.
Right. Right.
And then
You got set up.
I got set up. Then I had to apologize to them
Hmm.
and say, I'm so sorry for, for that.
But that's a teachable moment for
But
you.
it totally taught me from here on
Yeah.
out. I said, you never gonna get me like that.
Hmm.
You're not gonna get me with the he said, she said
Yeah.
ever again, no matter how much I believe that person. I'm gonna always want to hear the other side.
Yeah. Because some people can stir you up
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
they have their own issues, their own agenda. No matter
Yeah.
how close they are to you, people can do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's intentional, sometimes it's not.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you owe it to yourself to research
Yeah.
and get to the bottom of the intent of everybody involved.
Right.
And that saves a lot, especially for you, because sometimes you go at somebody and you antagonize them unrightfully so,
Right.
and you've lost a friend or a connection or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
Mm-hmm.
it owes, you owe yourself the proper truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta fully vet stuff before
Yeah.
you
You do.
react.
You do.
Yeah. So I was looking at something on I think it was on Instagram, and I want to hear what you think about this because you're a big, Shannon is a big person who likes to keep his phone ringer on at night. He likes to keep his ringer on at night. Um, you know, if his family's having a text party, all the dings are coming through.
And we love it.
Okay. Um, and
I'm,
huh?
I always love to have my ring on because of emergencies that could happen at night.
Sure,
I don't
sure.
like when people turn their phone off and the
Well,
ringer's off.
I want to talk about that
Okay.
because I saw something on a very interesting point of view
Hmm.
on that from this man.
Hmm.
This father of like he had at least 3 kids,
Hmm.
older black man, and he said, "I am going on a cruise, and my mom is sick. Uh, if she passes away while I'm on this cruise, don't y'all call me." He said, "Don't call me
Okay.
if she passes away while I'm on this cruise because I can't do nothing about it." And now you got me 3, 4, 5 days miserable and I can't get home.
Okay.
He said, matter of fact, I'm turning my phone off.
Mm.
And when I get back to America, I'll turn it on and what's going on is going on because I can't do nothing. What they
I,
going to do? Helicopter me out? Whatever's happening back home, I can't do anything about it. So I'm turning my phone off. How do you feel about that?
I want to know whether I can't do anything about it or not. I still want to know.
Why?
I want to know.
Why? What does that
I
do
just
for
do.
you?
It makes me feel better.
It's gonna make you feel better knowing.
Yes.
I have a feeling it's not gonna make you feel
I
better.
don't like not knowing if there's something wrong with my family or loved one. That's just me.
Yeah.
Others are like that,
Yeah.
right? Because there's sometimes I do get phone calls from a friend, and he's like, "You didn't pick up the phone. What's going on? You didn't?" And I'm like, "It was 2 o'clock. You weren't talking about anything, so you could wait." But for an emergency, something serious,
That you can't do anything about.
I don't care.
I could turn my phone off. I'm gonna turn my phone off.
Okay.
I'm with him. I can't do nothing about it. Ain't no sense in me being in the Caribbean crying. Okay, now you done ruined the Caribbean for me. Now I associate the Caribbean with death. No, I'm not doing it.
I mean, you would anyway, even when you found out when you got home. You're
Yeah,
still gonna think,
yeah.
"Oh, I was having a fun time, and my dead mama was laying up."
I couldn't have done nothing about it. I'm a little bit more rational. I would be like, I can't do nothing. I couldn't have stopped it.
I mean, half the time when I'm thinking about my family, they're on the other side of the world. For me, I can't do anything about anything they have going on, but I want to know.
That's what I'm just saying. You will find out. You will find out, but there's nothing you can do about it right now. So, ain't no sense in like ruining the time. He also said, this same man, and I agree with him. I know Shannon is not going to agree with him. He said, he said, I make a lot of money, and I have to go to work and have to be alert for work. I turn my ringer off at night. After a certain time, I go to bed. He said, if you call me at 3 in the morning and your house is on fire, all I'm going to do is get up and drive over there and watch your house be on fire with you. And stand next
At
to
least
you.
you're there.
And stand next to you while your house burned down when I could have been getting some sleep so I can get up and go to work. That's what he said.
I don't agree with them.
You don't agree with that?
No. In that case, if your house is in fire, you want your person out there all alone with no family member. If you could get there,
I'm assuming that you're not the only one. He has 3 kids.
I'm the only one. Well, he want all his kids there, whatever. Or that kid wants all his family.
Yeah, his kids. He was saying like his daughter's house was burning down.
Yeah.
He was like, no, call your brother.
I think he's being a little.
I think he's being funny.
He's being funny. He would be right there, hectic and crazy, just like the rest.
I
of
would
everybody
say
else.
call me, but the phone is going to be off because I keep my ringer off at night.
Well, if he's saying that and his family already knows his phone's gonna be off. Oh, Dad's phone's off. I'm not calling.
Yeah, they're not bothering him. Call
They
somebody.
ain't fucking with him. They're fucking with their brothers and sisters who want to know who's gonna be helter skelter with her.
Okay.
Leave that nigga alone till the morning. Or they're not gonna fuck with him at all for a couple of days because he don't care. He got to go to work. He makes a lot of money, so we're not gonna fuck with him.
Why does it sound so negative?
I'm just saying. If he's saying, "Oh, I got work. I got to be ready. I got my head right." I mean, it's all about family sometimes, and I think he's just being extreme.
Okay.
He knows that he wants to hear what's going on with his family.
He does. Of course he does. But
Okay.
I can see you saying, if I can't do nothing about it.
I think it's just wanting to know.
I
Most of the
appreciate
time,
that. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer.
I don't think so either.
But I'm sure this will go the way of the busted hot dogs, and everybody will be agreeing with you.
Can you get over that?
And I'm the villain.
Can you get over that? You're still not over the busted hot dog.
Yeah, because it's not right. Because it's not right. It's one of those things in the world that's not right. But okay, so we're going to move on. We have several Reddit stories to read this episode. Some of them are short, some of them are longer, and we'll just get in as many as we can. We have about a half hour left, and so we'll see how many we can get in.
Okay.
Ooh, need that water today. Kind of dry this morning or this evening.
Probably doing a lot of talking at work.
Yeah. Let's start with this one. Okay. My 28-year-old wife, He's 28. His wife is 27.
Mm-hmm.
He says she has stopped all intimacy after marriage. How do I resolve this? Would it be better for me to divorce and move on with my life? I dated my wife for 4 years, married in late 2024. Since our wedding in November, we have been intimate on 5 occasions. Prior to our wedding, I would regularly enjoy going down on her. Oh, this episode is not for the children, by the way.
Kind of late with that.
18 plus. I would regularly enjoy going down on her, and she would reciprocate on me.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy giving and receiving oral. It's a huge part of intimacy for me. I also had some kinks that I enjoyed. Since we got married, all intimacy has ceased practically overnight.
Mm.
I have tried the following: asking her if anything was wrong, specifically if she was feeling depressed or down. She says she isn't. I asked if there is a hygiene issue on my part. She said there wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Asking if we can be intimate more frequently than once every 6 weeks or so.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is no. Asking if she would consider joining me in marital counseling. Answer is no. Asking why she used to go down on me so often, she replied that she never really enjoyed it in the first place. Sex is a huge part of the relationship to me. I'm not ready to give it up when I'm still so young. There have also been some other issues as well. My wife has gotten rid of my sex toys. They were missing from my cupboard, and I asked where they'd gone. She expressed disgust that I still had them. Additionally, she has asked me not to use pornography. This was something which we agreed early on in the relationship, which I was content with. However, now that she has gotten rid of my toys and also refuses intimacy, I'm feeling a strong urge to just watch it again. I don't really feel like there's anything for me in this relationship anymore. It kind of feels like as soon as we got married, she just stopped trying, and it felt like she didn't need to make an effort anymore. In terms of household chores, I do all the cooking. She's unable to cook. I do the washing and the drying of clothes, the deep cleaning of the kitchen, and do both bathrooms. She does folding of clothes, dusting, and hoovering. No children. I feel our domestic workloads are fairly evenly balanced, even maybe slightly tipped heavier on my end with all the cooking and meal prep. That part doesn't bother me too much, although as I prefer being the one who cooks. And then that was where he left it. And he's like, am I wrong in feeling that this relationship is over? Starved for affection.
Divorce. It's like she played him while they were, courting and dating until she got the ring and got the marriage. Now she's pulling
Yeah.
her true self.
Yeah.
She's not who she was.
Pretended to be.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
divorce because in not wanting to go to counseling, that's
Yeah.
no.
I almost feel like she is trying to get you to leave her so that she can get
Get some money
get
if
some
you have money or something.
if you have money.
But if you're about to hit on some money, get rid of first.
Right,
Just let it go.
because this was what was that? This is irreconcilable differences. This is what is it when they marry somebody under false pretenses?
Yeah.
It's kind of some kind of
That's
fraud or
grounds
something.
for
Yeah.
grounds for divorce definitely. If she did all those things before, and now after you got married, it's like she's wants to kind of push you away. I
Yeah.
think, or wasn't really into you anyway.
Right, right.
And it's kind of hard for me to think that someone can act like that, but I know there are people that can.
It's giving like how I imagine the way all of the evil stepmothers of Disney. I always imagine that's something they did. They got their man. They pretended that they were a certain way. Then they got in the house and they're like, "Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
I'm
that
the
really wasn't me.
It wasn't me. I'm the queen now."
Yeah,
Um,
divorce.
it's I hate to say it, friend, but it's time to give it up, turn it loose.
Yeah, and choose wisely next time.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you don't know. Apparently, you don't. But as you get older, you'll probably learn.
Put it in your prenup.
But yeah, get a prenup, have all these
Yeah.
conversations, and if it happens again, then hey, that's just the way it is in that lifestyle y'all
Next time,
doing.
like I'm not getting married no more. I'm not
Yeah,
marrying you chicks no more
yeah.
because y'all stop fucking when y'all get married. That's what I would do.
But you got to communicate all of that.
Yeah.
But definitely prenups and premarital counseling and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. So our next Reddit topic is not safe for work. Maybe all these Reddit topics are not safe for work. So
Safe for work.
not safe for work. So this one says, have you ever asked a hookup to leave? So I just had a guy over, second we've met up, like a second time we've met up. Midway through, I just lost my attraction to him. I just couldn't get back into it with him. So I played up being sleepy. Have you ever asked a guy to leave and why?
I don't think I've ever asked someone to leave. I may have done some sneaky stuff like get ready, like, okay, I'm getting ready to leave. So it kind of made them leave, that kind of thing.
Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
But I don't think I've ever had someone hook up that, I messed with that didn't leave in a decent time afterwards. But if they didn't, then yeah, I kind of say, oh, well, I got to do something this morning. I got to get up and go and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I definitely hit him with a lot of, I got an early morning,
Yeah.
right off the bat, early morning. And as far as like, have you ever been messing with someone like he was and all of a sudden in the middle of it, you just didn't want to do it no more?
Yeah. I've done like, maybe a one night stand and then it turned into, oh, I saw that person again. Oh, I've done that before.
No, he was in the middle of the hookup though. Have you ever been in the middle of having sex with somebody and it's like, oh, I'm not enjoying this. I'm gonna stop and pretend that I'm exhausted. Or oh, there's my alarm going off. You gotta stop this right now.
I think I've been like that a couple of times, maybe, where in the middle of you like, wait a minute, I could have had a V8, and and you kind of slow down and because sometimes for me, I can't fake a lot of things. So if you don't feel it in the core of yourself, your
Right.
body is not going to react. Nothing's going to
Right.
be good enough. So my whole mood and body and all that stuff kind of slows down. So I think they get it anyway. If you're
Right.
smart.
Right. If you're paying attention.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Are you okay?
Right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just not really into it right now. So,
Or oh, I'm so tired. It just hit me.
yeah, like oh boy.
And I couldn't lie on drinking because I don't drink. So
Right.
I was like,
Couldn't play drunk.
oh, you wear me out. I'm tired.
Lord have mercy.
How about you?
I'm sure. I'm sure I have in the middle of it. Like, nah. I'm sure. Although I probably was the kind of person who's always like, let me get this. And then I'll be,
Slut.
let me get this, and then I'm gonna be done. Remember, people, this is for entertainment purposes only. This is
Oh,
for,
I'm sorry.
this is for entertainment
sorry
purposes
calling you that.
only. Now I'm talking about everything, honey. It's all for entertainment purposes. I think I've also though, went to meet people and then they weren't who they purported themselves to be, and then I'll turn around and leave. I'll be like, oh, I left my condoms in the car. I'll be right back, and girl, I'm gone. Spin out. No shame in my game.
I never had to do that.
Blocked on the apps. Just block them. Just do everything. Just go.
Yeah, I mean, people have kind of portrayed themselves or just downright lied.
Yeah.
About what they look like, who they are, or sometimes they're what their picture was, and you get there, there's just no chemistry,
Yes.
and you kind of gracefully bow out, or
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever like, oh, let me go get this, and then raced off.
Shoot, I've done it a couple times. That's a technique. Feel free to use it, kids. Okay, let's see what our next Reddit comment that we have here. So this one here is An interesting one.
Mm-hmm.
He says, guilt after sex. Does anyone else feel guilt after having casual sex? Yes, it was 4 a.m., and yes, I was tipsy, not drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I remember everything. The guy was already here and had to clean a few times. I low key wanted to tell him to leave. He was sweaty and shaky and maybe nervous.
Mm-hmm.
But, anyways, waking up feeling total shame and guilt. Do others feel this too? Both on prep and doxy prep.
Hmm. I don't think I've ever felt guilty about having sex. You know, there have been times when I may have done it. I'm like, oh, why did I do that later on? But not during.
Slut.
Hey. But I don't think I've ever felt guilty in between, unless I knew that they were someone else's, maybe,
Mm.
and it kind of hit me like, oh, what am I doing? But that didn't last long.
Right, right. Slut.
You know, that kind of thing. But yeah, not. I don't think I've had that experience too often.
I had that experience in the sense that because I've always been like relationship centered
Mm-hmm.
and wanted to be in a relationship. Uh, so when I would do it, it wasn't so much guilt as it was. I felt like, oh, I just wasted my time, or I felt like this wasn't productive. You know what I mean? It was like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be doing this with someone who I don't love and care about.
Oh, okay.
You know, like this isn't like this was such a just a. It was almost like a mechanical, like going to pee. You know what I mean? It was like going to use the bathroom.
Okay.
So it's like I didn't want my sex to be like that. I wanted it to mean something,
Hmm.
and so it wasn't guilt. It was more so just like this is. I felt icky,
Oh,
you know,
okay. Gotcha.
after it because what can I say? I just wasn't a one night stand girl. That doesn't mean I never had them, but I
I
just
mean,
wasn't up for it.
I think any of us, well, a lot of us
Oh,
aren't.
no,
Okay,
a
all
lot
right,
of
all
us.
right,
Come
all
on
right,
now.
all right.
There's a lot
I
of
was about to
girls who
say,
love a one night
that's my
stand. Please
maybe
stop
being
lying.
Pollyanna here.
Yes, come on.
Yeah, there are a lot of those, but for me, you know, I felt. I guess let me go back. I felt guilty, or I'll say ashamed, messing with a few people after I looked at it and like, why did I ever do something with that? That kind of thing. After you sat back and you looked at them, and you know, you had time to kind of think about it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
why did I lower my standards for that?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That kind of thing.
Yeah. Definitely.
But you know, that's very few and far between for me because I was very selective about
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Hmm.
I wanted my, you know, personal, intimate space.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
No, I could definitely
yeah.
see that. So, but if he's feeling guilty in terms of just some kind of religious stuff, then honey, you need to let that go because that is you wasting time.
Now, someone's done that to me, and it made me feel really bad.
What? How? What you mean? What did they do to you?
We
They guilted you?
didn't guilt me during or trying to be intimate with me, but after we did something physical, they're like, "Oh, God wouldn't want us to do that, and we shouldn't
Oh,
have done that," and you know, it made
oh
me
Lord.
feel I was so low about it,
Oh, you must have been
and
young when that
I was
happened.
really young,
Yeah, okay, yeah, because I would
really, really
that
young,
would happen today. I'm like, bitch, get
just
the fuck out my
just
house.
starting college, and then
Yeah,
it happened again,
with the same
and
person.
then they did the same thing over the second time, but it
Oh,
wasn't gonna be a third.
he's like, you're not gonna play me like this again.
I grew up really quick
Uh,
in a few weeks,
uh-huh,
but because I was head over heels, you know, for the person, they were
uh-huh.
like, they were old enough to be my dad,
Oh, okay.
so I'm like, okay, wait a minute, you know, they were going through something because they're, you know, they were
Hmm.
a church person,
Gotcha, gotcha.
and they were feeling their own guilt, but they were pushing it on me, even though
Right,
they were pulling me in. Oh, let's still be friends. Let's still do this. Let's still do
right,
that.
because he wanted to keep you on the phone
Right.
line for the other stuff.
Yeah, but then I'm like, why am I feeling so awful? It's like
Hmm.
I gave, you know, myself to him, and
Hmm.
we're in this friendship relationship. We were kind of in a relationship.
Right, yeah.
And we took it to the next level, which was, progressive. Because it didn't happen overnight. It was just
Right.
months of hanging out and being together and
Uh-huh.
stuff like that. And they pursued me, and over time, it finally got to that point. After quite some time, almost a year or half a year, and we finally did something physical. It's like I'm on a high, and then I get a call the next morning. We can never do that again. It's not godly, and that kind of thing. And I was like,
Those days, I do not miss those days.
so I'm head over heels, and you know, all alone, just sitting there crying, like, oh my gosh, this is so nasty. I shouldn't be like this, So I've gone through my own little
Journey. Oh, sure,
Yeah.
we've all. Well, not we've all. I mean, because some people who are fortunate enough to be born with just that innate, hey, this is who I am, and and ain't nothing wrong with me. Or they also have community who helps them see that there's nothing wrong with them right off the bat. So blessing to them. But many of us, because I like you, went through that whole like, oh, this is wrong phase, and I don't want to go to hell, and yada yada yada. But
Yeah.
praise the Lord, I'm delivered
delivered.
from that way of thinking.
Yeah, we all,
I'm delivered.
thank goodness.
So our next one, let's see. I think we have time for at least one more.
Okay.
So my boyfriend left me after 5 years to have kids with a woman. I have recently ended my relationship of 5 years with my male 27 gay boyfriend, who is, well, no, he's 27 and gay. His boyfriend is male 29 and bisexual. And I'm absolutely heartbroken, and I have never felt such a pain before in my life. The sole reason why we had to break up is because my boyfriend decided that he wants to have biological kids in the future. I was pretty much clear from the get-go when we started dating that kids were out of the question for me, mainly because adoption is non-existing in our country. Surrogacy is out of the question. I'm not involving a woman in my relationship, and I generally just am not comfortable around kids. So anyway, during our relationship, he did a flip flop, not in the way you want him to. Ever so often, we'd have near breakups, but finally it came. However, the third time when he flip flopped back to wanting children, I was just done with it. And now we've broken up, and I don't know how to get over it.
I think it would be hard if you already had an understanding during your relationship that you didn't want kids. And I'm quite sure you would have asked him if he wanted kids at some point. And if he told you no, and then now it's changed, I can see it being hard, but I wouldn't be mad at him because some people change.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to not be mad because y'all had an agreement. Y'all had an agreement. This is how we're going to live our life. However, you are right. The logical side is people do change. And that's the part that is kind of fucked up for you, is because he probably always knew, honestly. There was a part of him that probably always knew, you know what, I would like kids, but I'm okay because I want him right now, and I'm okay with not having it. But you know what? He met you when he was 24. He's almost 30. And now he's staring down the barrel of midlife, and he's going, oh, my legacy.
Yeah.
Oh, all that stuff.
And if he's bisexual,
And
then
if he's bisexual,
anything could happen in that scenario anyway. If he's
Yeah.
bisexual, I'm quite sure he's looking at women and wanting women. But then the child is a different thing. It's a deeper thing, I think.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, changing your mind on children, that had to be something that was brewing for a while. You don't think one day he just said, "Hey."
Well,
I
he
wanna
did
have
say
kids.
they flip flop about 3 times on
Okay.
on that. So
Yeah. Hey.
I'm sorry. We're sorry for your pain, but just know that you're young enough. You're 27 years old.
Hmm.
Uh, you're cute. You'll find
You
someone
know that?
else, huh?
Who told you that?
I just said about that.
Nobody told you none of that.
In my mind, he's cute,
Okay.
and you're cute, and you're gonna find someone
You sure
who
are.
wants you
Yep. You
and
sure
who
will.
doesn't want kids. There's plenty of gays who don't want no kids, honey. And you'll find one who wants to marry you,
Hmm.
wife you up, and not have children.
Yeah.
You know, just hang in
Absolutely.
there. Hang
Hang
in
in
there.
there. Don't, let that deter you from moving
Hmm.
forward.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, we are gonna wind this episode up, and I think the before did we do an episode after I made that chocolate cake? I feel like we did
Mm, you sure?
not. Maybe we did. Maybe we did. I can't remember. It's
I want
been
to say we
two
did.
2 weeks
I
now.
thought we talked about it.
Maybe we did. Okay, because
What
I
about?
had a request. One of our listeners asked me to, I had posted about the chocolate cake, and actually I didn't post the video of me making it. I just posted the cake.
Mm-hmm.
Asked me to make him a vanilla cake,
Mm.
a vanilla version of it,
So
and I'm
vanilla with chocolate icing
no, I
and
think
stuff.
like vanilla cake, vanilla icing,
Mm.
which I'm into that. I'm into the idea. I think that
Mm-hmm.
could be cute, and I've just found a recipe. Not even on purpose. I think your phones be listening to you. You know,
It does.
be reading your messages. Because girl, why I come across an Instagram account I don't even follow talking about vanilla cake? Okay,
Yes, it is, people.
so
So that's what you're gonna do.
so I'm trying to find a recipe to make a vanilla cake. I mean, he just really playing. I mean, he lives across the country, child. I can't get him no vanilla cake.
That's what I was gonna
But
ask you. Is
but
he
I'm
local? I
no,
mean,
but I'm gonna make it and I'm gonna taste it on the camera. Be like, girl, well,
you
should
should have
we?
been here.
Should I pass them across? Should I pass them across, girl? I'm gonna give you some of this vanilla cake.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, listen. Before we go, I want to say thank y'all so much for listening to the podcast. I mean, I know we continue to say it, but I'm gonna continue to say it. I know
Mm-hmm.
Shannon will as well.
Yes.
That we appreciate y'all listening to the podcast. Y'all are watching it on YouTube. You're listening on Spotify or watching on Spotify. Like those are the two biggest platforms. But we're also on Anchor, and I think Twitch, Hitch, something, another
I
one.
don't know any of those. I
Yeah,
need to go.
we're on a couple of other
Oh.
little platforms. I mean, you watch it on one, you've watched it. You don't even have to watch it on all the platforms. But we
Mm-hmm.
thank you so much for the support. We really do. And
Absolutely.
we have plans for more things to come. We are definitely gonna lean into the swag that we've talked about before,
Yes.
the some things for you to order and
Merch.
the merch. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And we recently got a PO box and we're gonna start putting that up in our everything. So if you wanna send us stuff to to promote, or if you want to just plain and simply
We take
say,
gifts too,
yeah, to bless us with a gift.
but we're not begging.
No, never. But listen. But if your friends want to share and say, "Hey, this is,"
Mm-hmm.
want to show your token of appreciation, do it that way, and we will, probably definitely send us. But with it, please tell us something about yourself and where you're
Yes.
from and all that kind of stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so we can shout you out on the podcast. Okay. As a matter of fact, our PO box. I think I was just looking at it
Yeah, I sent you the email.
here. You did our PO box. So it's going to be two grooms in a pod, and the PO box is 630141. That's PO box 630141, Nacogdoches, Texas. That's Nacogdoches, Texas. Zip code 75963. That zip code is 75963. Nacogdoches, Texas. P.O. Box 630141, Nacogdoches, Texas 75963. Two Grooms in a Pod. We look forward to hearing from you guys. Once again, thank you so much for your support. Mwah, mwah,
Thank
mwah.
you.
And tell your friends about it. Make sure you subscribe and like the videos. Comment on the videos if you so demand. So want, not demand. So want. I'm
Yeah.
demanding. Hope you want to.
He's demanding.
And we'll see you soon, guys. We'll see you next week. This is episode number 25.
Wow.
25.
25.
Like a 25.
Woo.
All right. Bye.
Bye.